What's up guys, Guillaume here and welcome back to Pro Cycle Manager 2021 for the beginning of the Tour de France with our Intermarché Wanty save. It's going to be an interesting Tour de France, probably one of the most interesting Tour de France there has been on my channel, for the simple reason that for the first time in probably 10 years, I'm going into this race with literally no ambitions in the mountains. So it's going to be quite fun. We're going to rely solely, not solely, but a lot on Alexander Kristoff. So we'll see what we can do. And if you want to see this Tour de France go ahead and carry on, do feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already and destroy the like button. But without further ado, let's jump in and let's begin the 3-week race in France. And when I was saying I did not have any mountain ambitions in this Tour de France, I was not kidding. You can see the lineup on your screen right now. But Rein Taramay, Quinten Hammonds, Tom De Vriend, Sven-Eric Beström, Adrien Petit, Baptiste Plancart, Loic Vliegen, and Alexander Kristoff is the 8-man lineup for Intermarché Wanty Gobert. We'll take a very quick look at the distinctive jerseys we may have in this team. Rein Taramay is one of those riders with the Estonian kit, absolutely brilliant jersey. I think he's the only one because Vliegen came second, Kristoff and Beström lost. Yeah, that's the only kit I have because Adrien Petit also came close but didn't win. Tadej was a Slovenian champion, I guess. Great. I mean, he's not going to wear that jersey for long because we'll be seeing him in yellow very soon, I guess. Parcours des Tour de France, though, it's the one in Corsica. I believe that's 2013 Tour de France, if I'm correct. So we should have a hilly stage tomorrow. Maybe a chance at a breakaway, or maybe, I don't know, Vliegen or Quinten Hammonds try and do something, but tonight, or today, it's all about the Norwegian Alexander Kristoff. And as we're having a few attacks here, going for the initial breakaway of the Tour de France, I'm trying to send Rein Taramay. Very nice to see UnoX has been invited. Is that to the detriment of BNB? No, BNB is there. Arkia has been invited. I'm gonna guess Alpecin is here as well. Although I'm not seeing Alpecin. Wait. Oh no, there are. Oh, ils sont là. Alpecin is there. Total Energy is there. Arkia is there. That's 3 invitations. 4 BNB. 5 UnoX. Oh, they took probably Quebec's place, I guess. I reckon they did that. In the meantime, we've got the first and only KOM of the day. Who will be wearing polka dot tomorrow? Is it going to be Jonas Grigard? Is it going to be Michael Scherel or Rein Taramay? And it appears to be Michael Scherel. Don't know why I said Rein. Clearly it was not me. Now we've got the first IS of the day. The breakaway is going to go for it. I don't really mind as long as I'm not dropped by them. That's the main thing. However, I do care about the intermediate sprint in the peloton. Baptiste Plancart trying to lead out Alexander Kristoff. All the sprinters are already there. Plancart goes. There goes Alexander Kristoff, Espet Sagan, Arnaud Demar, Nizzolo, Van Aert, Bennett, Viviani, Dainese, Calvi and Merlier. It's a disappointing effort from Alexander Kristoff, who doesn't even get top 10. We've entered the final 10 kilometers and we've got the first crash of this Tour de France with Henao, Christophe Laporte and Rudy Mola. Laporte, the French champion for Jumbo-Visma. But sadly, the peloton is not going to wait for him. The blue, white and red jersey will not be aiming for the sprint and for the win in the streets of Bastia. Quinten Hammonds leads Sven-Eric Beström, Tom De Vriend, Adrien Petit and Alexander Kristoff. I reckon we're in a good position here. I even reckon we are probably with one man too many here as we start the sprint. There goes Tom De Vriend. There goes Adrien Petit. Kristoff is well placed. There goes Alexander Kristoff. It's too early. It's slightly too early for Alexander Kristoff. He's going to get caught up. Nasser Boigny is the first yellow jersey of the Tour de France. Viviani comes in second. Calvi and Kristoff, Baptiste Plancart are launched too early with Alex P. for the Norwegian. Stage number 2 of this Tour de France, as I said, a hilly one between Bastia and Ajaccio. We have the Côte de Belgranajo, Col de la Serra, and the Côte du Salario. Sadly, Quinten and Loic don't have the best of days, so we can't really rely on them. Kristoff the +3. In some sort of utopic world, I think Kristoff can make the stage, or at least can make all the hills and like potentially fight for the sprint. I don't know. It'll depend on how the race is being like raced, I guess. But we've got Cheryl attacking to defend the jersey, Romo, Idée de Nakane, Julien Bernard, Justin Quinton Hammonds, this earlier. I don't know. I feel like it might be earlier. We'll send Rantama again. Quite tricky to get out here because I'm not far from the breakaway, but they're gonna sprint for the KOM, for the IS, and because the peloton is most likely gonna bridge, not bridge, but reduce the gap quite drastically. I think they're gonna keep on pacing, so it's a bit difficult. Christophe gets some very important points here. Come on, Ryan, catch them. And we have the first withdrawal of this Tour de France. And sadly for Cofidis, it is their leader, Guillaume Martin, is out of the Tour de France. Rentame will not bridge the breakaway and is going to go back into the peloton. The hopes of getting polka dot today with the Estonian are gone. We crossed the main climb here, the Col de la Vizzavona, which was not a KOM. Sadly, we had to say goodbye to Baptiste Plancart and Adrien Petit. They just could not hold on their rider with Alberto Dainese, the best young rider. Sam Bennett has also been dropped. Cyril Gauthier, a bit more interestingly. Casper Pedersen, Hugo Hofstetter, Max Walscheid. A lot of riders have been dropped. Some riders may come back. Ewan and Merlier were really navigating at the back of the group. You can see them right there. Actually quite dropped. They've actually been dropped there. Here's the group. Mathieu Van Der Poel with Caleb Ewan and Tim Merlier dropped of the peloton as there's a crash in A9. That's Pascal Ackermann, who was already quite far behind and is now going to be even further down. The stage is something of the past for Pascal Ackermann. More crashes in the peloton, meaning that right now there's been a break as well, with Ben O'Connor being co-in the incident, and the best sprinter, that would be whoever came second yesterday, whose name I forgot. Eliave Vianney, that is true. They're dropped. They most likely will come back though, with 43k to go. Breakaway with a 2-minute lead. Breakaway on his own right now. Actually, no, two riders up front, Franck Bonamour and Bruno Amirail. We're in the final climb. I'm gonna try and pace everything I can here. We're gonna go like 88, 89 to make sure that we can make the Col de Salario with everyone. If they could like not pace, that would be great. Oh, Sharman has attacked actually. I did not think that would happen. Well, this is a battle. This is a battle to try and get up in the peloton. Christophe has energy, which is good. But sadly, he's badly positioned there after the climb. There's an attack by Julien Lafilippe. Woods follows Sharman, Van Aert, Nitzel, and Nicolaide. Nasser Bouhanni still very well positioned. Christophe is not that far. I reckon there's a world where we could potentially make the comeback here. Maybe actually through this little gap here. I don't know. In the meantime, Quinten Amundsen and Loic Vliegen are at the front of the peloton, which I had not seen coming. We've panicked. We absolutely panicked. And just like the Belgian Amateur, we're going to lose. No, I mean we're going to lose to Van Aert, yes, but it's a win for Peter Sagan. That's 2 wins for Conti Pro teams on this Tour de France. Congratulations! Wow. We take yet another 4th place. Stage 3, I believe the final stage in Corsica between Ajaccio and Calvi. We have 4 climbs today. We have riders with good shapes. A +4 on everybody's favorite rider, Tom de Vrient. I'm a bit scared of the final climb. The Col de Marsolino. It's an average of 7 kilometers for 4.4. 7% for 4.4 kilometers. I think if it hadn't been that close to the end, there was probably not that much. It probably would not have been like that much of an issue for us. But I don't know. I'm not really convinced that Christophe is going to do well today, despite the +2. We've got a few attacks of the road. It's Franck Bonamour, the current polka dot jersey. I won't send anyone on the breakaway because I have not managed to do that yet this year. And I feel like today's not the day. Right, there's been some crashes. There's an attack by the yellow jersey here. And why? Okay. I think Dylan Tuns has withdrawn from the race. That is correct. That is 3 stages, 3 withdrawals right now. Sergio Semite, Guillaume Martin, and Dylan Tuns. We're going to battle yet again for the IS. Should not be an issue. Christophe versus Sagan versus Caleb Ewan. Alexander Christophe gets the points. Alright, right now we're kind of sticking up to the lead and like the best sprinters solely through those 90-minute sprints. So if we can carry on doing that, I think we're quite nice. Right now we're P3, 14 points behind Peter Sagan. We were used to the attack de Pierre Roland. Well, sadly, today was a chute de Pierre Roland. Crash, if you prefer in English. Still on the bike though. It's not a withdrawal for Pierrot. But it wasn't far off. And we started the Col de Marseille. I said that I was skeptical, and my riders really did everything they could in order to be horrendously positioned, whether that's Christophe or even Quentin Amons and Loic Vliegen. Yep, is that Stefan Kung blocking me? Thank you, Stefan. We're having some attacks at the summit. À la Philippe Michael Woods. Quentin Amons and Loic Vliegen are very, very well positioned here. Sven-Erik Byström and Christophe, not too far behind. Sven-Erik Byström and Christophe have done exactly what was needed of them. Alright, we just need to catch the breakaway now. Easier said than done. Actually, it wasn't that hard because we just go up the breakaway. Nero Quintana trying to attack as we approach Calvi. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Quentin Amons is gonna lead out. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. Sven-Erik Byström is dead. Quentin Amons accelerates. Christophe is avoiding the blockade, or the blockage, sorry, of Alberto Bettiol. There goes Loic Vliegen. Christophe, Van der Poel, Alaphilippe. There's so many riders. We're not going to win today yet again. Could it be P4 again? It's going to be P4 again, isn't it? Could it be... Oh, actually, it's going to be a podium. Van der Poel, Van Aert, Alexander Christophe. Is this the Ronde van Vlaanderen? No, it's a Tour de France stage. Sorry to disappoint you. Tom de Rindt, P13 though. My goat. I mean, we're gonna be honest, we've got a team time trial coming up. My best time trialist, I believe, is probably not good. I mean, that's not I believe, I know he's not good. So, let's cross fingers that we don't do a bad time. I've really tried to like micromanage this time trial. I have no idea whether that was the correct choice or not. We've got 5 riders on the line at least. 136. We're probably gonna be last. I mean, I can't really say anything. Like, I have no one good in time trial. I guess it's not too bad. And it's going to give me, like, freedom to go to breakaways. EF and Alberto Bettiol take the stage. Wout van Aert retains the yellow jersey following today's stage. We're in the south of France. We are in Marseille, the city of the Olympique de Marseille. That's basically everything they're famous for. And, like, bouillabaisse, but I don't know how it translates in English. It's like a fish soup, but... different than a fish soup. I don't know, I've never had it. Either way, besides the points, we've got a cool ass stage today. There's some attempts at a breakaway. Gregard, Joregi, Rodenberg. I've never heard of Rodenberg, that's really bad for me. We're gonna send Reintarme ahead. Why? Very simple. He's got a +5. Always make sure that you send someone in the breakaway when you've got a +5. Come on, that's like the bare minimum of tactics, and if you know your tactics, you can usually win on PCM. Meaning that this year I don't know my tactics because I'm quite bad at it. Why are you chasing me down? Who's posing a threat, huh? Reintarme? No. You're just a dickhead, Koen. Also, I have to say I'm very confused of one thing. Whenever I attacked and Koen doesn't chase me down, whether that was stage 1, stage 3, or this stage, Vlasov was the one bringing me down. So I took a look at Boransgro's lineup. They've got, mountain-wise, Jai Hindley, Kelderman, Konrad, Schachman, Vlasov. I reckon most people would argue that Vlasov is the best shout. They've dropped him to 6.5 minutes, and they're going to carry on with Schachman as the leader. Konrad is 2.5 minutes down. Hindley 6 minutes. Kelderman 2.5 minutes down. What was the plan with Boransgro? What was the plan? Because I'm confused right now. I'm not getting it. We're trying to pull through with Alexander Christophe here in the midst of this peloton, but I don't think we're going to be able to do so. We've been blocked quite massively. Yeah, no, there's no points. There's no points. We're still leading virtually the classification first for on Peter Sagan. However, the finish doesn't really suit Christophe, and I mean, he would have had he had a decent day, which he hasn't. So we'll have to see how we play this. Alright, we're going to try something today. We're going to try something in the Col de la Gineste, unless the peloton keeps on like pacing this much, because I mean right now I can't really get to the front of the group, which is my aim. Also, these guys have not been like attacking me. They're very good at doing so, but relaying me now that's a different story for Loic Vliegen. Let's attack with Quentin Amons nonetheless though. Let's bridge to his group. Let's follow Loic Vliegen, and let's try to have Loic Vliegen pace us. And just let's use Loic as a bit of a way to propel ourselves towards a potential stage win. Quentin Amons goes solo with 12 kilometers remaining in this stage. Not sure if it's going to work out or not. I don't think so because Lotto Stal doesn't want us to go. Thank you, Victor Campenarts. So, really, thank you very much. Crash, Betiol, Barguil. I'm pretty sure I saw another decent name on the floor, but I forgot who because I've got no memory whatsoever. Reinterme is going to try and prolong Alexander Christophe. Is it going to be a stage win? Probably not, but a man can try. Tom de Vrient goes now. Come on, Alex. No, Alex has been blocked by Brent Van Meer. Alex is now getting blocked by everyone. Tom de Vrient is solo. Tom de Vrient loses. Caleb Ewan wins. Christophe doesn't. Brilliant. Everything has stopped as well. I'm not seeing shit. It's P6 for Christophe. Well, if you want flat terrain, you've come to the right place. Today's stage route Aix-en-Provence will provide that. There's some slight elevation at the very beginning of the stage, and that's basically it. And then from Beaucaire to Montpellier, we'll have nothing but flat. It's a +1 for Christophe. It's a +4 for Adrien Petit, who's had a very tragic Tour de France so far. But him and Tom de Vrient could potentially be the keys to giving Intermarché Wanty Gobert their first win on the Tour de France. At least this season, but I'm pretty sure in their history as well. IS coming up, we do have a 3-man breakaway up front. There goes Adrien Petit, there goes Alexander Christophe. I restarted my PC and it looks like it has not improved the quality of the frame rate, which I am really sorry about that. Still don't know what it's doing this. Sometimes just PCM is badly optimized. If only we knew PCM was a good game. We are in the outskirts of Montpellier. Quentin Amons is trying to lead us out. I'm really hugging the barriers on the right here so that Christophe can make it. There we go, perfect. Right, let's increase the rhythm. We're going to pace a bit more than I usually would, but just to make sure that we can take the head off le peloton. Okay, good. We're actually in a good position now. And we even have Baptiste Blancard to try and like defend us from a potential peloton attack. There goes Sven-Erik Byström. For now, this has gone swimmingly so far. And Byström being a very decent rider in flat means that we're going to be able to launch the sprint in first position. There goes Tom de Vrient. There goes Adrien Petit. It's still too early, for fuck's sake. There goes Alexander Christophe. It's too early, it's too early, man. It's going to be P2 today. Merlier wins ahead of Christophe. Fuck! I did everything right. I launched with like 2.8. Then 1.6 with Adrien Petit. I had wished Christophe could have held on like a bit more in Petit's wheel, but he just didn't. P2 nonetheless. Final stage of the episode. Come on, I need to get a win. We've got a +5 on Tom de Vrient, a +4 on Sven-Erik Byström. Come on, I can't keep on losing that way. How many top 5s do I have so far? Is it like, I know I've got a top 10, I think on every stage except the time trial. We got 4th, then we got 4th, then we got 3rd, then we got nothing, then we got 6th, then we got 2nd. Okay. So we could have a potential top 10 on every stage, on every road stage in this Tour de France first week. Let's try to maintain that ratio, but having, I don't know, a P1, for example, that'd be cool. It'd still be a top 10, so it would fit in our series as well. We came back at the breakaway. Loïc Vegan was a part of said breakaway, and I took 11 out of 11 possible points in the mountain classification. Not that I really care about it, if I'm honest. I don't care about it, but it was just fun. And I was the strongest, so I figured might as well go for it if I don't take the stage win, at least I'll have the prize money. But we're in the final 5 kilometers. This may be a bit early with Sven-Erik Byström, although this is downhill. This time I put 2 riders beyond Alexander Christophe to really try and like not get overtaken by sprinting too early or something. The frame rate, I know it's killing you, but it's also killing me, so that's really not fun. Baptiste Blancard has started his effort. There goes Tom de Vrient. There goes Alexander Christophe. Fuck it, there goes Adrien Petit, I don't care, I don't know. But not. Wait, what? Huh? Who wins? Is it me? It's Adrien Petit! 1 frame rate, 1 frame per second, but also 1 win for Intermarché. And it's from Adrien Petit, the man who did nothing in this Tour de France so far. Good. Did not see that coming. I mean, what a way to wrap up the first week of the Tour de France than to get a stage win, the first stage win for Intermarché through Adrien Petit, again, not the one expected. It's a weird Tour de France. I don't exactly know how the next stage will pan out because the first mountain stages are happening, so yeah, I don't exactly know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But hopefully you guys will try and figure that out with me as we go on in the Tour de France. One stage win in the green jersey so far in the bag of Intermarché. Let's try to, well, keep the number of wins go up and let's try to retain that green jersey. I think we'll call that a successful Tour de France. But the rest of the best Grand Tour of the season will be the next episodes. If you want to see them, then do feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will catch you in the very, very near future. My name is Guillaume. Have an amazing day. See ya. Pass me the funk.